Hello everyone and welcome here to Homestead for the running of the 36th race of the Energizer NROL Cup Series season, the season finale. The entire season has been leading up to this race, the Hendrick Chevrolet 400. Today we're going to see who will be the first ever Energizer NROL Cup Series champion. It's going to be an interesting race here at Homestead, Miami. So I'll go over your top 5, but on the pole is one of your final 4. Junior Ramos, he's going to start on the pole, which is definitely a huge advantage for that 3 team. Last Powers Racing, the only Powers Racing car still in the chase, and he's going to be competing for the championship, and starting on pole is definitely going to help him out. While starting outside him is his teammate, Alexander Rowe, and then right behind him, another teammate of his, Luke Rainey. Starting 4th, Austin Rogers, and then Austin Rogers' teammate, Julius Anderson, rounds out the top 5. And now, take a look at where everybody else is. There's not a single other championship contender in the top 10, but Caleb Campbell, he's going to roll off 12th. The second highest. He's gonna hopefully he can get down to that bottom lane before he gets shuffled all the way back on the outside. Your third contender starting 18th, I believe, 19th. Quentin Moore. Only Dodge left in the running. It'd be quite the upset if he could win it, considering his only win came at a super speedway. But I will send Joltis, but we'll see. And then starting all the way back here, just couldn't get a fast qualifying time. For some reason, Jake Hoover is going to start all the way in the back in 30th. And that's your starting field for the finale here at Homestead. So, yeah, let's go down to get the command. And for the final time this season, I missed the command. But whatever. Base car gonna start rolling off here. Yes, getting ready to go green. Here at Homestead. It's an interesting track. It's a 1.5 miles. You can get pretty slippery in the corners. Sometimes the outside lane is the preferred lane, sometimes it's the inside. If you want to pass on the inside, you gotta have some drafting help. Anyway, here we go. Green flag is out. We are racing at Homestead. Luke Rainey looking for the lead already. He's going to try to pass his teammate up. Luke Rainey trying to tie the winningest, trying to tie for the most wins, as he used to have it until Alexander Rowe's teammate took it back. He currently has 6, while Rainey has 5, so he can tie it. As Junior Ramos is put on the way outside. He was 3 wide for a bit there. He's going to get back in line on the outside. We look back here. Caleb Campbell looks like he might have an opening soon, but he might be under fire for Quentin Moore. But we are still very early on here in this race. Luke Rainey, he's still holding that lead. Jeff Toledo is going 3 wide for second. Jeff Toledo, he's come so close so many times from getting a win. He's just not been able to do it. He's usually pretty good on the road courses, but most of the time he's had problems. Perhaps he can finally get it done today, but Junior Ramos coming back inside, and he continues to be the highest running of the championship 4 right now. And there you see, you can really slide up the track on the inside. As Luke Rennie's opening up a very big lead, as Caleb Campbell has finally got back to the bottom, and he actually has not lost much ground. Now we're going to start seeing that 46 car charge to the front most likely. So Rainey is leading by quite the margin right now. I see Jake Hoover back there. He's at the bottom, but he's very far back. But still very early on here. Here comes Campbell. He's trying to get up there. Past Matt Montoya, and you see it's kind of hard to pass to the inside. Usually you get a pretty good run through the middle. But yeah, Junior Rollins gets put to the outside by Joshua Sim. But there you see the outside's pretty good at this track. You got all the Anderson Racing cars up here. Still, none of them have won, and I honestly expected one of these guys to win before the season ended. Oh, hey, the season's not over yet. Maybe they can get it done at Homestead. Campbell, he's making a move on Rogers, and now Gardner. That 46 is charging pretty fast. But these guys have got a bit of a gap as it's been these two up front for a while now. Rainey's been leading by a bunch, but it looks like Rowe is catching. As it might be a battle between these two. See if Rainey can tie for the lineage driver, or if Rowe can extend it. Campbell, he's gonna pass Julius. Gonna try to at least. But Ramos tries to pass. As Quentin Moore is falling quite back. He's falling really far back. He's now around, I believe he's around 20-something. 23rd right now. Well, Jake Hoover has gained up ground. He looks like he might be able to pass Quentin Moore here pretty soon. Jake Hoover making up some ground, but Quentin Moore is dropping. We'll have to see how that plays out. Back to the leaders. Still these two, as Campbell has caught up to Ramos here, looking to take away that position. And remember, I forgot to mention this: the highest winning of the championship, the highest finishing person of the championship 4 will take home the championship trophy. So if you win, you automatically win the championship. So yeah, you can't be better than the person. Well, we got Bell for the lead though. This might let Joshua Sim and others catch up. Rowe gonna take the lead away from his teammate Rainey. Still not done, as we got a battle now. Ramos gets a good run on the outside though. Rowe gonna take the lead. Now Julius Anderson is underneath Campbell. Not for long though. Campbell hanging in the draft of that 3 car. I wouldn't be surprised to see that 3 try to take the 81 with him. Whoa, I think Keek Scott got on the wall pretty hard back there. So a lot of pieces flying. Anyway, Quentin Moore has dropped even further back. I believe he's in the 30s now. And that is not good for that 89 team. They don't want to be back here, as they can get stuck back here. Anyway, Campbell has finally got around Junior Ramos, so he is in the #1 position right now. But Joshua Sim has him on the outside. And outside usually isn't too good on this corner, but Julius Anderson also has Ramos on the outside. Well, Campbell's now clear, as these guys are catching the 2 leaders slowly. We might start seeing some variety up front, as these two are still side by side. Here comes Campbell and Sim, while Ramos tries to get to the draft behind. Rainey gets a pretty good drive through the corner though. He's going to be able to open up a bit of a lead, as these guys go 3 wide behind. Campbell trying to put more cars in between him and Ramos. Be able to do that right now. Campbell going back, trying to go 3 wide, as Julius Anderson has gone around Junior Ramos. That's what Campbell wants to see. So Rowe is gonna get put. Yeah, gonna fall back a bit. I make sure to help out his teammate Junior Ramos here. Try to draft with him. His Campbell, he gets put on the outside by Rowe. And Ramos falling right in behind the 14 car. And Ramos will take over the number 1 position. As Rainey has a huge lead once again. And Rowe is slowly getting back up to the front. Take a look back here. Jake Hoover has worked his way all the way up to about 16th. He's definitely making up a lot of ground. He can get up to the front. Really got a huge mess right here. Campbell able to take back the number 1 position on the middle lane. And Jeff Toledo, now the entire pack's cut these guys, except Rainey's kind of running away now. They're almost, oh, I think Joshua Sim gets him to the wall right there. Sim gonna get put 3 wide right there. That's not what the 18 team wants. It's currently a battle between these two for the championship, the 3 and the 46. Caleb Campbell, team owner of Caleb Campbell Motorsports, they definitely is one of his own cars, Jake Hoover. He is in this championship battle, and he's slowly making up ground. So he gets around Tyler Lyman, a couple others. He's definitely gonna be there when it ends, probably. Campbell probably wishes that 81 car would help him out here. Looks like he might actually come out. We're single filing out a bit. It's just been these two up front for almost the entire race so far. Here comes Campbell on row, though, with drafting help from Julius Anderson, but Anderson might be looking to make it 3 wide. And Rowe almost got on the wall. Campbell going to take over second. Be surprised to see Rowe try to help out Ramos again, though. Might not have worked last time. These guys are hanging on while Campbell tries to run down Rainey. These guys are following in behind. While Ramos is going to try to push the 81 car. Or go 3 wide. There you see how much the outside lane could work. Can work. Jake Hoover, he's been stuck in this position right here. He's 13th right now, just outside of the top 10. Well, Quentin Moore is getting caught back here. He's still on the outside. That is not good for the 89 team. Looks like he's actually hit the wall. That's some damage to repair. I don't know if that 89 team is going to be able to recover. We are 23 laps in. This race has been flying by. So we have not had any wrecks. I have a feeling we might not see any wrecks. But we're definitely going to have pit stops. It's definitely going to be pit stops. It's single file mostly, while Junior Ramos tries to catch the draft of his teammate Rowe. Campbell tries to chase down the leader. Campbell in the number 1 spot, like they've said. Ramos is now clear of this mess. Jake Hoover's caught up to these guys now. Campbell's got a pretty good gap between him and Ramos. Couple tenths. So now Rogers clear this. Jake Hoover looks like he's trying to get into that top 10. I believe he's going to take the 11th position away from his teammate Eric Monaco. That's for 11th. Back to your leaders, Caleb Campbell right on the back bumper of Luke Rainey. Looks to challenge these Powers Racing boards. As you know, this is the Hendrick Chevrolet 400. Perhaps we shouldn't have Ford dominating it. Here comes Campbell for the lead. And remember, laps led do not count for the championship 4. So it's all positions. Laps led do not count, as Campbell was not able to even lead that lap. Rowe now going to look underneath him, and that might help Ramos out. That should help him out a lot. Slowly catching. There's Rowe still side by side with him. Jake Hoover has still outside the top 10. Just barely. He's been battling his teammate Monaco for a bit there. He's sent him up the track a bit, and pit stops. He's talking about it. As Ramos comes down pit road, these two and Campbell stay out. And more comes in as well. But Jake Hoover and Caleb Campbell both stay out. I feel like pitting earlier would be the best strategy. Yeah, pit stops. I believe this is right at halfway. So I think this might be good to the end. Be quite something if the championship were decided on fuel mileage. I don't know. I think the entire field has to do 2 pit stops, or this is good enough. Jeff Toledo almost beat Sheena Ramos out. Pit road, Luke Rainey and others coming in now. Take a look at Campbell's pit stop. Look, it was 4 tires for Ramos. Couldn't work, had to repair side damage. You might fall a lap down. So yeah, 4 tires of fuel for the 46. And we're gonna barely avoid going a lap down as Rainey leads him off pit road. Rowe has a lengthy pit stop. He's gonna fall out of the top 5. That's not what Rowe wants. There's Ramos. Is he going to inherit the lead? He's going to get around Campbell, so that puts him in the number 1 position. But I think Rainey's still going to hold the lead. Yeah, Rainey's going to shuffle out to still be the leader. Looks like, as these guys are on pit road. So Luke Rainey still has the lead. Ramos is able to take over that 2nd position, which means he's number 1 in the championship right now. And Jake Hoover, he's finally cracked top 10. So look out, he's on the rise. But he's got quite a big ground to make up. Ramos is catching to the back bumper of Luke Rainey. Might start seeing a battle for the lead here pretty soon. Here comes Ramos to the inside with a decent run. Side by side down the front. There you see Quentin Moore. He is currently not last, but 2nd to last. And that 89 team is having a disaster of a race right now. That's exactly what they don't want, as we're going 3 wide for the lead now. Campbell trying to make up as much ground as he can. That lets Luke Rainey clear, but Campbell is just focusing on that 3 car. Look at that, Jeff Toledo in 4th right now. That's good for him. There you see TJ Hanley. He's a lap down. Currently last. Kind of not really holding up those guys. So Ramos able to hold on to 2nd for now. We are approaching 10 to go, so I would say around now is go time. Especially for Jake Hoover. I think think it's going to be between these three, and Quentin Moore, he's about to fall lap down. I think it's over for him. But anyway, Junior Ramos going for the lead. Campbell going to try to make it 3 wide, though. Ramos gets sucked around on the middle. Campbell has the #1 position right now. Can he hold it? Because he's not entirely cleared of Ramos yet. He will clear him right there. Now, Ramos has some pressure from Jeff Toledo. Jeff Toledo going to get inside of him while Campbell goes for the lead. They're spreading all over the place back here. And Jake Hoover, he's about to crack the top 5 here. Almost there. Ramos going to get around Campbell, though. He's going to go for the lead now. Ramos for the lead with drafting help from Jeff Toledo. And the 3 car at the point. It's all been Powers Racing today. Campbell, he's hanging out behind there. Jeff Toledo went up the track there. It slowed down Campbell. Looks like they're going to catch Quentin Moore, which might hold him up a bit. Jake Hoover trying to get that 6th position from Jay Jefferson. Rainey going to take the lead back already. Apparently, Quentin Moore has the slowest lap time out of everybody. There might be something wrong with the 89 car, which is unfortunate. Ramos going back for the lead, but Campbell going to put him 3 wide again. Can it work this time? Trying to side draft that 3 car. Turn #1, though, inside usually doesn't work out too well. It's able to stick right here, though. Might be able to take it. Ramos led that lap. That doesn't mean it doesn't really count, though. As now it's side by side between Ramos and Campbell. Campbell gonna clear Ramos, but he's gonna get put under pressure by Jeff Toledo. Jeff Toledo looking for his first career win. And the Sears Jefferson into the wall back there. Looks like he's gonna get passed by Matt Montoya. Jake Hoover just outside the top 5 as Ramos gets into the wall. And that is not what Ramos needs. He got into the wall. Not too much damage on the 3 car, but still. It's Caleb Campbell gonna lap championship contender Quentin Moore. That's not what the 89 team wants, as championship hopes are basically done for the 89. Unfortunately. Ramos still not out of it, though. Jake Hoover looking to crack top 5. As we're approaching 10 to go, I'd say now is definitely go time. Luke Rainey, I don't know if Jake Hoover's going to be able to catch these 2, though. Might not, especially if Joshua Sims is going to be battling for that position as well. Campbell is holding the lead for now. While Ramos trying to get around Jeff Toledo. McRae looking back for the lead. There you see how well the outside works in this corner. I've said that like a ton of times now. It's Quentin Moore trying to pass Junior Ramos, trying to get back up there. Yeah, nice one or something. One of your contenders' championship hopes. Well, Rainey's looking back for the lead. Not going to be able to get it quite yet. There's something wrong with the 89. There has to be. They're still battling back here for the 5th position. Ramos really trying to pull. Trying to get around Jeff Toledo. Right now he does not have any drafting help. Quentin Moore not helping him out. And Campbell in #1 position. We've passed 10 to go. Coming down to the end of this. Ramos has gotta get around that 20. He's either gotta get around that 24 car, or he's gotta push the 24 car and trap Campbell up high. I don't know. This 43 car is looking pretty good right now. Well, Ramos is a bit faster. He's kind of stuck. He's kind of stuck in a hole here. Jeff Toledo might do it himself, though. Jeff Toledo gonna go inside of Caleb Campbell. That's exactly what Ramos wants. Is Jeff Toledo's gonna fight for first career win. These two are gonna fight for the championship. But I don't know. Rainey might be able to hold that. Campbell trying to power around the outside. Is he still not clear of that 24? And he's still not clear of him going into the corner. Ramos trying to power around the outside. That's interesting. And he had a bad entry to the corner. So Jeff Toledo falls off a bit. Campbell will clear him, but Ramos going to really try to dive into that corner, give that 24 car a push. It's starting to spread out here a bit, and this is the battle for the championship. Don't forget that. It's between this 46 of Caleb Campbell Motorsports, and Junior Ramos, coming to 5 laps to go. 5 laps remaining here at Homestead. Rainey, he might be able to tie as the winningest driver, but the important thing here is these two. Does Ramos have enough? Does he have enough speed and time to get that 46? Remember, the 46 stayed out an extra lap, so he might have fresher tires, which might be the winning strategy for that 46 team. Caleb Campbell Motorsports. He's going for the lead now. And Luke Rainey got held up by the 97 there a bit. He's really trying to dive into the corner. Might be able to make it stick. Off turn 4, can he make it stick? Not yet. And he slides up, gonna get put in the middle. Campbell gonna get put in the middle by Nathan Stapleton, a lap car. Now that is Ramos's chance. Can he take advantage of this? Coming to 2 to go next time by. It's gonna be close. These guys might be side by side. 2 laps to go. Campbell trying to hold on the outside. He might be able to clear in this corner. He's still got Jeff Toledo's inside. He can't get around that 97. He's still stuck outside. We're gonna hit the white flag this time. Is there anything Ramos can do right now? That is the question. He's gonna get underneath him. White flag for Luke Rainey. Rainey looks like he's gonna get win number 6. But back here, it's a battle for the championship. Campbell up high. Ramos down low. 3 wide down the back straight. Jeff Toledo in the middle. Campbell clears. Coming into turn number 3. And coming off turn number 4, Luke Rainey's going to win the race. But Caleb Campbell is our champion. Caleb Campbell, your first ever Energizer NROL Cup Series champion. How about that for the 46 team? As Rainey wins the season finale, Campbell is your champion. Oh, and he is the owner of Caleb Campbell Motorsports. Jake Hoover finishes 5th. Is going to end up 3rd in the championship, and Quentin Moore 4th in the championship, and finish 41st. As Campbell is your champion. For the first season of the Energizer NROL Cup Series. Let's take a look at your finishing results. Your finishing results. Luke Rainey, he wins the race, leads 41 laps, which is astonishing. He led the most laps, obviously. He's going to win the race. He's going to be able to win number 6 and tie his teammate for winningest driver. right at the end of the season. Caleb Campbell wins the championship with a second-place finish. Jeff Toledo third. Ramos came so close there. He came very close. He almost had it on the final lap. But just the inside lane wasn't enough for Ramos. So Jake Cooper finishes fifth. Going to finish third in the championship running. Just started 34th, which is astonishing how he could. It's also pretty good how he was able to make up basically 29 positions. But just couldn't catch up to these guys. They were 3 seconds behind. Julius Anderson, Jay Jefferson, Joshua Sim, Matt Montoya, John Gilbert rounds out the top 10. Roll back here. Roll apparently only led 4 laps. I led more than that. He finished 12th. And then 4th in the championship. Quentin Moore, just something went wrong with the car, and just the exact race you don't want anything to go wrong with the car, and yeah, finish 4th in the championship. So yeah, let's take a look at the final points. You already know who won the championship, but yeah. Well, for final time this season, here are the points. Final points. Caleb Campbell is your champion. At 6,004 points. So yeah, that's that. That's the final. That's the season. But there is one last thing I want to do. Well, first of all, you can comment wherever you finish the points. Remember, it's just -1 from your number right here, since this counts up as a row. But so yeah, okay. But yeah, there's one last thing I want to do before this video ends. Of course, is Caleb Campbell is your champion. I just need to do some celebrating. All right. One last thing before the season over. Let's yeah. Well, here comes Caleb Campbell getting ready to burn it down here at Homestead, as he is your Season 1 champion of the Energizer NROL Cup Series season. This is a last minute idea, but hopefully no one's angry at me for not being the first person to do this. But anyway, Caleb Campbell, he is your Season 1 champion, owner-driver. Running for Caleb Campbell Motorsports, his own team. He had a pretty good season, won 2 races, Talladega and Rockingham, both of them not in the chase, but he was still able to be consistent enough and win the championship, finishing 2nd in this race. And he's able to barely win the championship over Junior Ramos and get Chevy the championship, after Ford has basically dominated this season. But yeah, this is the 2nd time I've had to record this, since I was accidentally recording points last time. Now I'm actually recording it good, and hit the wall right there. But yeah. So if I had to say, this isn't 100%, but if I had to say when when sign-ups are, probably either late October or early November, but I'm not 100% certain on that, so I don't know. I'll probably say a couple things in the comments and such, so look out for that, I guess. Yeah. So yeah, that's Season 1. Caleb Campbell is your champion, and yeah. So I'll see you later. Bye.